So you wouldn't happen to know why the camel's in front of my house, would you? You know you haven't been on a server in a while when you log on and there's a whole camel that you did not used to be there. Hey. So, you look very happy. And they're like, no notes. Okay. Who sent you, Mr. Camel? Or Mrs. Camel? Or Mixed Camel? I'm not gonna assume. Who sent you? You wanna tell me? You wanna tell me? Who do I get to thank for a very nice camel? You're still not gonna talk. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to. I'll just message you in the Discord. So, it would have been great if it was that easy to find out who gave me a camel, but apparently no one wants to tell me that they gave me a camel. I mean, it's a camel. Say you gave me a camel. It's a nice camel. I was trying to think this might have been like a prank and no one wants to own up to it, when it's really just, you gave me a camel. Thanks for giving me a camel. Just tell me you gave me a camel. I'm a friend now. It's my friend now. His name's Free Camel. Leave me alone. But anyway, no one has said anything. And I really want to know who gave me this camel. Like, now it's a point of pride. I will find out who gave me this camel. No one's owning up to it. I'm gonna find out. Um, but I can't find out like this. Not when I'm dressed like this. I think it's time for a costume change. I think it's time that this server got to see Detective Corn. Detective Corn. And, when Detective Corn comes out, Detective Corn don't play. But she can come out. She actually needs a place to, like, do all her interrogations and stuff, which is why I built this very nice building over here. Admittedly, I did have to get help from Humble because basically I built a box. I built a box. And then I was like, Humble, help, I built a box. And he was like, okay, Corn, have you tried slapping greenery on it? So I slapped greenery on it. And now it looks like a better box. But really, it is, when you get down to it, just a box. The interior is where it really shines. I'm very proud of this interior, except for the fact that, like, it's got specific lighting that only works if I wanted to put a door here. You gotta understand, I wanted to put a door, but doors let in too much light. So boom, now we've got our mood lighting here. And anyway, then they can't escape. Now that I built this nice box for Detective Corn to do some interrogating and investigating in, I think it's time for a costume change. Do 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 do. Hello, yes, Detective Corn here. It's time to do some investigating. Detective Corn in the house. Detective Corn in the house. I don't know, that might have sounded a little bit corny. But Detective Corn is here, and she is going to find out who gave non-Detective Corn this very nice can. And I already have my first suspect. Is it a little bit underhanded to immediately interrogate someone after they've helped you build your interrogation room? Yes. So, you saw the camel outside. You even rode the camel outside. Some might say you're very familiar with the camel outside.
Yeah, it's got some nice humps. Camel humps. Camels have humps.
So what do you know about this camel?
It's very tall. Very healthy. It's nice and soft. Good for sitting and thinking. That's about it.
So you wouldn't happen to know why the camel's in front of my house, would you?
I was just there one day.
And how did you know that the camel wasn't there before?
They used to live across the water.
But our records show you haven't been home in months.
I stop by for It's my vacation home now, you know? I stop by every now and then.
Don't lie to me.
There's no lying here, come on.
I'll slap you across the face again, I'll do it. Tell me what you know about the camel.
It's named Free Camel. That's all I know. Honest.
All right. Maybe I've been a little too hard on you. Have a biscuit.
Ooh. Oh, there we go. Now I'm hungry. Oh, so good. Thank you.
Would you happen to know anything about the camel now?
Was there something in the cookie?
Nothing in the cookie. Just curious.
No, I don't know anything about the camel now.
Liar! You just said you knew that the camel's name was Free Camel. What do you have to hide, Humble?
I don't know anything new.
Hmm.
I told you what I know about the camel.
All right. Have another cookie.
Oh, thank you. I'm still kind of hungry.
I know you did it, Humble. I know you left
It
the
wasn't
camel.
me.
I know it was
That's
you.
not. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Now
me.
we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Would I help you build my own interrogation chamber?
The easy way has
it
cookies.
wasn't me.
The hard way has slaps.
I'm gonna bust out of here if you keep slapping me. Oh, we got a jailbreak on our hands. Let me out. Let me out. No.
Okay, so admittedly, I made some tactical errors during this interrogation. Tactical error number 1, I just, interrogated a random guy instead of, actually thinking through who might have had the means and the motive and, stuff like that. Tactical error number 2, I killed the suspect. Pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do. Admittedly, I never went to detective school. I am self-trained detective. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure even if you're self-trained, you aren't supposed to kill the suspects. Anyway, so I've decided I'm gonna actually think things through this time before I interrogate someone else. So the things that I need to figure out is who had the means, who was able to give me a carrot, a camel, who was able to give me a camel, who had the motive, who wanted to give me a camel for whatever reason. I'm beginning to suspect that it might not be a prank. I thought it was a prank because no one wanted to tell me, but one up to pranks, right? That's a thing. If I pranked someone, I'd tell them I pranked them. So maybe this isn't a prank. Maybe this is revenge. So anyway, motive, and then who's been online recently, and just all sorts of things. I need to figure out. You know what I need to do? I need to make a cork board. I need to go into a flat creative world and make a cork board and connect the dots on everything with red wool. I need to be a real detective, gang. Let's get into it. So I think I figured it out. The corkboard was super helpful, honestly. I was just writing down names, and then I noticed that, Jaffa's name kept popping up all the time. Because, first of all, there's the fact that Jaffa's a member of Campfire Crew, hardly the only people on the server, really, who own camels. And then there's the fact that Jaffa himself owns a mob moving service. It's a recent thing. It popped up in the Discord, but yeah, he's been moving mobs for people. So that's something. And then there's the fact that I may have kind of annoyed him a lot, especially with the allays. I may have just been annoying him. Although to be honest, on the server, who have I not annoyed? But he's got the motive, and especially he's just got all of the motive. He's got everything. So I think it's about time I bring him in here and interrogate him, and I'm gonna make him crack. I know he did it. Tell me, Jaffa, what do you know about that camel?
That it's outside your hammer? It's outside your house?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Anything else?
Nope.
You know absolutely nothing else about camels whatsoever.
About camels, they have humps. They have water stored in the humps.
And about this particular camel?
Nope.
Jaffa, isn't it true that you own a mob moving service?
It is true.
Isn't it true that you're a member A campfire crew, known for being the sole people on this server who actually have camels.
Kind of, though I haven't really been associated with them for some time.
So tell me, Jaffa, did you put the
Yes,
camel
go
in
on.
front of my house?
I did not.
Don't lie to me.
Wow. Is that how you treat all people that you interrogate?
I don't know, are you gonna tell me the truth? If you tell the truth, you don't get slappies.
Hang on, I'm telling you the truth.
The thing is, I don't believe you. You know what? You're right, perhaps I was a little too hard. Here, have a biscuit.
Thanks. Are you playing good cop and bad cop?
No. There is only one Corn. I am Detective Corn.
Okay. Yes, sorry. Thank you.
You're welcome. You see, we could do this the easy way, Jaffa, or we could do this the hard way.
Okay. What's the easy way?
You tell me about that camel, and you get cookies.
Okay. What do you want to know?
How did it get there, Jaffa?
I don't know.
Liar. You put the camel there! I know it!
Why do you think it's me?
Well, did you or did you not have a grudge against the victim? For perhaps something mob-related? Perhaps the mistreatment of your allays? Wouldn't this be enough of a motive, one might say, to drop a free camel on the doorstep of an innocent, victimless Corn?
Hang on. I've got a question for you. Why is the camel a bad thing?
Anna, I'm running this interrogation.
Okay.
And first of all,
camels, good to know.
I didn't put any judgment on the camel. You were the one putting judgment on the camel and saying the camel was a bad thing. Tell me, Jaffa, did you think the camel was a bad thing and that's why you decided to give it to Corn? As a punishment?
I mean, I can take the camel off your hands if you want.
No. The camel is a key piece of evidence. You see, what you're talking about here is disposing of evidence, and that's illegal. You could be facing pretty heavy sentences for that. So do you want to walk that one back, or am I going to have to help you walk that one back?
I'll walk that one back.
All right. So tell me, Jaffa, why should I
Yes.
believe you when you say that you don't know anything about the camel and you had nothing to do with it?
You've got no evidence.
I literally just gave you... Okay. Piece of evidence number 1, the camel. Piece of evidence
Yes.
number 2, you are part of campfire crew. Piece of evidence number 3, you have a mob moving service. Piece of evidence
Yes.
number 4, the allays. That's 4 pieces of evidence, Jaffa.
Yeah, but when did the camel turn up?
I don't know, Jaffa. How about you take a guess?
Earlier today?
You know when it turned up, Jaffa.
I do not.
Jaffa, it couldn't have turned up
Yes.
earlier today because I messaged in the Discord last night. Clearly, you're lying to me to try to avoid presenting the fact that you knew full well when the camel turned up because I messaged in the Discord. It wouldn't even have been incriminating if you knew when the camel turned up. You were trying so hard not to incriminate yourself, you made yourself look more incriminating. You see, you know what, that's evidence, that's piece of evidence number 5. Alright, are you ready to confess that you gave me that camel?
No. Okay. If it was me, what, are you gonna... Is there, a punishment? Or
No!
reward, or
I
what?
wanna know who gave me a camel. I asked and no one claimed it. So I've decided to become a detective. And you are the highest suspect. Doesn't mean the suspect is a bad thing. Maybe, just maybe, I was like, hey, someone gave me a camel. That's nice. I want to thank them. And then no one responded. So I had to build an entire freaking detective agency interrogation room just to find out who I should say thank you to.
It's a bit drastic, but, I feel like I probably know who it was.
Who do you think it was? Nom 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 nom.
I would guess Cat.
How dare you disparage Cat's good name?
Okay, Mr. Lord.
That's not what that's not what disparaging someone's name means. But I already asked Cat, and he just said it wasn't him. So are you saying Cat would lie to me?
No.
You just nodded your head while saying no.
I don't think he. I think he would just want to, you know, keep it a surprise so you don't feel like you owe him anything. Who are your other suspects?
You don't get to know. You're a suspect. I'm not telling you the other people I'm suspecting. That way you're
Okay.
gonna try to put more evidence on them when we all clearly know. Look, Jotham, everyone in this room knows it was you. Jaffa, tell me, why would you put the camel there?
I didn't.
He didn't cave, so I kind of had to let him go. But, well, I'm pretty sure he did it. Like, who else would have done it? He suggested Cat, and admittedly, in a bit that I cut from the video, Humble suggested Cat. Everyone I've talked to suggests Cat. But Cat's my friend, and I technically already asked Cat. Like, I was online, I asked Tooth, and Cat was there. And Cat was like, "What camel are you talking about?" And I was like, "Exactly." So Cat don't know nothing. Cat don't know nothing. But I guess just to quiet the haters, I'm gonna have to interview Cat. Um, and I'll treat him like any other suspect. And by that I mean I'm gonna treat him like he did it. Because that's the thing they teach you in detective school, which, I didn't go to. They teach you to treat everyone like they're guilty, because then they'll crack. Unless they're innocent, whereas they won't crack. There's no such thing as like a false confession. Psh, nah. Anyway, let's interview Cat. You probably know why you're here. Are you going to confess now, or do we have to do this the hard way?
Oh yeah, I give you a donkey. Or a camel. Same thing, really.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Case closed, I guess. Now I've just got a free camel. Yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Are you kidding me? We can't end there. All right, let's break it back. Let's break him back. Let's take this one. This one. Doodly doodly doo. Doodly doodly doo. Thanks for the camel, Cat. I hope you enjoy your tunnel of severed heads.